A true 1988 Lincoln quarter error would likely stand out immediately. The wrong portrait, unusual inscriptions, perhaps even a Lincoln memorial reverse where the eagle should be. If you see one, don't spend it. Have it authenticated by a third party. Grading service like PCGS or NGC. If it's real, you're not just holding a coin, you're holding a six-figure treasure. Now, let's dive into the numismatic implications. The existence of a coin like this calls into question the mint's quality control. It also sparks debates within the collecting community. Should such coins be considered legitimate U.S. coinage? Are they accidental art? Or are they just high-value mistakes? Collectors often fall into two camps: those who see these mules as valuable oddities, and those who think they're overrated mint errors. But no matter where you stand, the market doesn't lie. One such coin has sold for over $111,000 at auction. And that's not a rumor, it's a documented sale. Why so expensive? Let's break down the reasons. Extreme rarity. Only a handful known to exist. Type of error: mule coins are among the rarest mint mistakes. Date -1988 isn't an especially old year. So finding such a major error from this period is unusual. Public fascination. Lincoln on a quarter creates intrigue and confusion. Condition: the known coin was in exceptional shape. This is the perfect storm for coin. Collectors: rarity, mystery, condition, price. But before we wrap up, here's the big question. Could there be more of these coins out there? It's entirely possible. These types of errors often go unnoticed for years. Many collectors believe that additional examples might still be sitting in pocket change, coin jars, or forgotten collections. So the next time you're sorting your change, look closely, especially at your 1988 quarters. You could be holding one of the rarest and most valuable modern coins ever produced by accident. What would you do if you found one? Would you sell it, keep it, frame it, or start your own numismatic museum? Whatever you decide, just remember the treasure might already be in your hands. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting! Don't forget to like, comment, and share this story with your fellow coin hunters. Who knows? You might just inspire someone to check their change and uncover a six-figure surprise. Stay curious, stay sharp, and keep digging. Have you ever held a nickel in your hand and wondered if it might be worth a small fortune? It may sound unbelievable, but one seemingly ordinary 1986 Jefferson nickel has stunned collectors and investors alike, selling for a jaw-dropping $159,000. Yes, one coin, just 5 cents in face value, turned into a small fortune. But what made this coin so incredibly valuable? Why 1986? And how can you tell if the Jefferson nickel in your pocket change might be the next hidden treasure? Today, we dive deep into the story, history, and secrets of the 1986 Jefferson nickel, what sets it apart, how it was made, what errors to look for, and how one coin changed everything for a lucky collector. Let's start by taking a step back to understand the roots of the Jefferson nickel. Introduced in 1938, the Jefferson nickel replaced the Buffalo nickel that had circulated for 25 years. Designed by artist Felix Schlag, the Jefferson nickel featured the bust of America's third president, Thomas Jefferson, on the obverse, and Monticello, his Virginia home, on the reverse. For decades, the design remained virtually unchanged, and billions were minted. It was a workhorse coin of the American economy. But not all nickels are created equal. Fast forward to 1986. By then, the Jefferson nickel had been in circulation for almost 50 years. The U.S. Mint struck over 962 million nickels that year across the Philadelphia and Denver mints. A common coin, right? Yes and no. For most of those coins, their journey was unremarkable. They were exchanged for goods, dropped into jars, and forgotten in couch cushions. But in a rare twist of minting fate, 11986, Jefferson nickel. was born different and it would later rock the numismatic world. So what made this one coin worth $159,000? It wasn't the age. It wasn't the metal content, it's still the standard copper-nickel alloy. It wasn't even a low mintage. The answer lies in three powerful forces in the world of coin collecting: condition, error, and rarity. Let's unpack each one. First, condition. In the coin world, condition is king. The Sheldon scale is used to grade coins from 1 to 70, with MS70 being a perfect, flawless coin. The 1986 Jefferson nickel in question was graded MS68 full steps, a near-perfect specimen. What does full steps mean? It refers to the steps on Monticello on the reverse of the coin. On most nickels, the steps wear down quickly or are weakly struck to begin with. A full steps designation means that the steps are sharply defined and complete, an extremely rare feature, especially on older coins. It signals exceptional strike quality. But even an MS68 full steps coin wouldn't normally fetch such a high price. So what else was at play? The second factor meant errors. This particular 1986 Jefferson nickel is believed to have a remarkable mint error, most likely a striking anomaly, such as a die clash, off-center strike, or even being struck on the wrong planchette. Have you ever looked at the change in your pocket and thought, what if one of these coins is worth a fortune? Well, today we dive into one such incredible story. A story where an ordinary-looking 1986 quarter dollar, yes, a coin you might just hand to a vending machine, turned out to be worth an astonishing $121,000. In this video, we're going to unravel the mystery behind the 1986 Lincoln quarter dollar. Wait, Lincoln. That's right. A quarter, featuring Abraham Lincoln. That's just the beginning of this numismatic journey. Strap in, because this isn't just about a valuable coin. It's about history, rarity, error, and the thrill of discovery. Chapter 1. The basics of the 1986 quarter dollar. The standard U.S. quarter issued in 1986 bears the image of George Washington on the obverse. It's part of the Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of his birth. These coins are composed of a copper-nickel-clad combination, with a core of copper and outer layers of nickel, weighing 5.67 grams. In 1986, the United States Mint produced quarters at 3 different locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Philadelphia coins have no mint mark. Denver coins carry a D, and the San Francisco Mint struck proof coins marked with an S. Over 1 billion quarters were struck in that year across the 3 mints. A huge number, right? So how on earth does one of them become worth over $100,000? Chapter 2. The unexpected Lincoln design. A mint error for the ages. The coin that's now worth $121,000 isn't a regular Washington quarter. It's an extraordinary error, an incredibly rare piece that should not exist. This coin is what numismatists call a mule. A mule is a coin struck with mismatched dies, one side belonging to one coin and the other side to a different coin entirely. And this is where Lincoln enters the scene. The 1986 Lincoln quarter dollar wasn't supposed to happen, but it did. Somehow, a Lincoln cent obverse die was paired with a Washington quarter reverse die. One side shows Abraham Lincoln, the same design used on the penny. The other side, the typical Washington quarter reverse, the eagle, perched majestically with wings spread wide, and the words United States of America and quarter dollar. Now think about that. The face of a penny on a quarter. This isn't just a mint error. It's a complete crossover of denominations. A mix-up so extraordinary, it's nearly mythic in the world of coin collecting. Only one known example of this, 1986 Lincoln quarter mule, is confirmed to exist. That's right, one. A true unicorn. Chapter 3. Discovery of the coin. The coin surfaced quietly. A collector acquired it, initially unaware of its true value. It looks strange, yes, But at first glance, it seemed like a novelty, maybe even a counterfeit. It wasn't until experts examined the piece under magnification and metallurgical testing that the truth came out. This was a genuine US. Welcome to another deep dive into the fascinating world of rare coins today. We uncover the extraordinary story of a 1990 Lincoln $quarter coin, a piece of American currency that has shocked collectors around the world by fetching a staggering price of $211,000 at auction. Yes, you heard that right, $211,000 for a single quarter. But how can a coin that was supposed to be worth only 25 cents skyrocket to such astronomical value? What makes it so special? Is it a minting error, a mystery of history, or just a collector's dream come true? Stay with us as we break down every detail of this legendary coin's background, its origin, unique features, and why numismatists are willing to pay a small fortune for it. Let's start by understanding the basics of the quarter dollar. In 1990, the United States Mint produced hundreds of millions of Washington quarters. These coins, featuring the familiar profile of George Washington on the obverse, were business as usual, mass-produced, circulated widely, and considered everyday pocket change. So where does Abraham Lincoln come into this picture? Lincoln on a quarter. That's not supposed to happen. And that's precisely what makes this coin so valuable. What we're talking about here is a unique minting error, an extraordinary mishap that resulted in the image of Abraham Lincoln, who typically appears on the 1-cent coin, being struck on a quarter planchette. These kinds of mistakes are known in the numismatic world as mule errors, when two dies that were never meant to be paired are accidentally used together. And in this case, the Lincoln cent obverse was mistakenly paired with the Washington quarter reverse. Now, let that sink in. A Lincoln cent image on a quarter-size coin. It's not just rare, it's one of the rarest types of minting errors that can occur. And it practically never escapes the mint without being detected and destroyed. Yet somehow, this incredible error survived the scrutiny of quality control and made its way into the hands of someone lucky enough, or perhaps observant enough, to realize they were holding something far more valuable than 25 cents. Let's pause and appreciate the significance of such a mistake. The United States Mint operates with incredible precision. Billions of coins are produced each year, and the chances of two incorrect dies being set into a press and then used to produce even a single coin are astronomically low. The odds are even lower for that coin to go unnoticed and end up in circulation. This Lincoln on a quarter is a 1 in a billion anomaly. The obverse features Abraham Lincoln's bust, yes, the very design used on the Lincoln cent, struck with incredible clarity, not on a copper-plated zinc penny, but on a copper nickel quarter planchette. The reverse side, on the other hand, is that of a standard 1990 Washington quarter. That's what makes this coin so bewildering. Two completely unrelated designs, brought together by a freak error that shouldn't exist.